Alright, I'm going to show you how to close the back of the head and create the face shape. So you'll need your yarn needle, and I just finished doing the last 6 decreases on the back of the head, and I have a really long tail. So first you will complete the 6th row, or the last row of 6 double decreases by pulling that out, and then you're left with a small hole. Put your needle on your yarn, and we're just going to weave in and out of the front loops of all 6 of these stitches. Okay, that made it all the way around. And then when you pull, it just pulls that little hole closed like that. Okay, so now I continue on with this long yarn piece to make the face shape. If you need to cut a new one, you can. So there's where the color change was, so that's how I know that's the bottom. And now I just start playing with it and pressing around the face to see where I think I want the eyes to be. It's pretty much different for every thing you make, so sometimes they look better back here, sometimes they look closer to the nose, and part of it's also personal preference. Alright, I'm gonna go with that. So once I kind of visualize it, I just go back here, somewhere near where I closed the back of the head, to poke out one of the sides where I made those dents. And make sure you don't pull this part too tight. As we go, you'll be pulling tight, but you just don't want to create a big dent in the back of the head, so I just kind of pull it until it's flush, like that. Okay, now we're gonna go back in through next to a stitch where we came out, and again, kind of remind yourself where you want your dents to be, and go out the other side like that. And this is where I start pressing in the face while I pull the yarn slightly. Again, don't pull this one too hard because you might create a dent back there. Now go back in to a stitch next to where you made your first entrance on this side. Then we're going to go back to where we were on the other side and do that a couple more times. So start squeezing the face and pulling the yarn. And as we keep going, you won't have to keep pressing it because it'll hold its shape. So just repeat that, go in right there. And it doesn't take too many, especially if you didn't overstuff the head. It's better to keep the head a little bit squishy, just so it's not too firm for the baby. Alright, I'm happy with that, so I'm going to go back in right here and come out the bottom where the neck is going to be. And that is our face shape. So that is where I'll do the black little downward angles right here embroidered to make the eyes. And to secure this, since this is the bottom and it will be sewn to the body eventually, it's okay if this isn't perfect. And with this plush yarn, it's very hard to see what you're doing anyways, with your knot that you're gonna leave. So I just went in through a loop, and I'll tie a little knot right there, and then I'll go ahead and secure this yarn tail inside the head like usual. And there you go.